Susan, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you hadn't been there long. I missed you. I just happened to look down and see that you had commented. But good morning, happy Thursday. Happy thankful and thoughtful Thursday. Yes, are you getting ready for work, Susan? I am. I am. I'm hoping that my daughter will get up in time to make me an iced coffee. I can make it myself. Isn't that something? I can make it myself, but I want somebody else to make it. It's always better when someone else makes it, especially if they know how what they're doing. Hey Yogi, what's up, bro? Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What you up to this morning, Yogi? I don't know. I think, guys, I like it when the days are longer. I like summer. I like late spring and summer. Yesterday it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Y'all, I thought it was 8 or 9 o'clock. Still, it's almost been a month. It's almost been a month, and I thought it was like 8 or 9 o'clock yesterday. Last night it was only like 6. It was like a little bit after 6. Oh, yeah, I got you, Susan. I got you. Yogi, you just getting up? Yes, Susan says hi. Yogi says, hey, Susan. Y'all, it's like, I don't know. I guess the older you get, it seems like the longer it takes you to adjust to the time change. When I was younger, it was like, okay, it's time. I preferred, I like it. I like it when it gets dark early. I do. But I don't, it's like hard to adjust at first. I guess I like it because it's close to the holidays. It comes like it happens. Back years ago, we would change the clocks like in October. It was like 6 months of each. We changed it like April and October, and then they cut it down, and it's like November and March. So I really do like it. I like both of them for different reasons, but it's hard to adjust when you make that switch. It takes about a good month to get used to it getting dark so early. Now, when you make the switch during the spring, when you spring forward, it doesn't take me. It's not as hard getting used to that, because I'm so glad that there's extra light and there's extra. It's just, even though it's like the time is the same as far as things closing, it just seems like daylight gives you more time to do things, I guess, that you would do outside of work, because everything still closes at 5. Most businesses that you have to handle, those places close like anywhere between 4 to 6 o'clock. So that stuff stays the same. But anything you want to do personally, on a personal level, it seems like you have so much more daylight, and it makes you feel like, okay, I can run and do this while it's still daylight. It is different. It is different. But like I said, I like them for different reasons. I like it when you fall back in the fall, because it's close to the holidays. It's colder outside. Gives me a reason to stay in. Yogi, just getting up. Yogi, you about to hit that PlayStation, right? Oh, okay, okay. Yep. It's about that time. It's like what, 6:47? I'll leave in about 40 minutes or so. Doesn't take me long to get to work. It's Thursday. I'm procrastinating. Yes, y'all, I'm procrastinating. It's one of those mornings where I'll probably end up running out here at the last minute, but it's only like 15 minutes away. So, yeah, so it's what almost okay, okay. So it's almost 6 o'clock where you are, Susan. Yes, I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm not sleepy. Maybe I am. I'm not sleepy. I think it's the procrastination. Yogi says you all have a blessed and safe day. Thank you, Yogi. You too. You too, bro. You and your wife, you and your family, you guys have a blessed and safe day as well. Yes, Susan, that's what it is. It's that procrastination, that yawn. Get out the cobwebs. A good yawn. I always tell my kids a good yawn is like a good roar. Tell them sometimes if you feel like you need to yell, just yell. Y'all ever did that before? Just get out a good yell, a good scream. Not really a scream, just a yell. A good yell, a good deep party yell. You too, Susan. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Be safe. Yogi says, thanks. We will try. Laugh out loud. It's cold today. Yes, yes. This weather, I think all across the United States, people have been having that up and down kind of cold one day or a day or two, and then it warms up a day or two. Hey, Ren Rock, what's up, bro? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ren Rock says, hey, Yogi Bear, Susan, love is love, family. Yes, it is, Ren Rock. Good morning, bro. How are you? We all getting ready for work, or like Yogi, taking somebody to work and just chilling. Basically, what Susan, what you have to be at work in a couple of hours. I have to be at work in like an hour, but since it's close, like I said, I'm procrastinating. So Susan says, good morning, Ren Rock. Yogi, speaking of Ren Rock. Yes, bro. That's good. That's good. That's good. It's good to be and to feel blessed. Ren Rock, Susan says she has a training again today. An hour. Okay, an hour. Rock says, okay, sis, do your thing. Love you, sis. Much love, bro. Much love. Much love to you guys. Susan, do you enjoy trainings? Do you enjoy your trainings? Most people, if they're a supervisor of some type, or if they do any type of training, for the most part, I think people love to train. I think people love on-the-job training. It can be hard. I'm sure it can be a task, and it can be challenging, depending on who you're training, how long you have to train, how many you have to train. But I think most overall people tend to enjoy those type jobs. Renrod says, I love all y'all, for real, for real. We love you too, bro. We definitely do. We love you, and we appreciate all the support that you always give, all the encouraging words, all the encouragement in general. Very encouraging, uplifting, and we appreciate that, bro. We appreciate that you're welcoming to everybody, not just these folks over here in the United States. Renrock has a large following, and that's great. Susan says, well, I'm learning new stuff. Okay, that's good. Renrock says, Yoga Bear, my day one. Hey, isn't it always good to be able to look into your chat and know who's been there since day one, Renrock? I mean, all supporters are loved. All supporters are welcome. All supporters are just great to have. And it's great to look into your chat and see each and every one of your supporters. But it gives you a fuzzy feeling when you see somebody who's been there with you since day one, or even if it wasn't day one, if it was practically day one, kind of right after you started, when you really didn't have, when you had like maybe 20 or 30 subscribers, and you look into your chat and you see somebody who's been with you since then. Rock says, oh, thank you, sis. It's all about God. Yes, it is. Yes, we have to appreciate all of our subscribers, all of our supporters. It's just something about when you look out there and you see somebody who's been there when you had like under 50 subscribers. Like you were sitting on 10, sitting on 11, 20, something like that. It's great to see those people still in your chat. Everybody, most of us are trying to grow our channels. Most of us are content creators. Not all, but quite a few of us are. And then to look in the chat and see each other still supporting each other, that's a great thing. And if you don't see someone who once supported you, don't even stress it. Maybe they're busy, because sometimes it's work. There is work. It's work all the time. It's family. And even if they just decided that, hey, we weren't clicking anymore, it's just not my thing, then I appreciate the support when we were clicking. People grow, and sometimes they just take different directions. So it's a great thing to see those who still hanging there with you. That right there, all about God. It is. Rock says, I just want to teach people how to be great, loving, and God first. Definitely God first. Because without him, we can't do anything. I don't know if everybody believes that, but I wish everybody believed it. All we can do is, like you said, Rock, teach people, teach. Put the word out there, put the teachings out there, and it'll hit somebody. It's like they say, if you reach one person, each one teach one. So your goal may be to teach the masses, but as long as you reach and teach one, you've accomplished your goal. Good morning, Alice. Welcome. Good morning, Alice. How are you this morning? Rimrock says, hello, Alice. Okay, I can star comment, put user in timeout and block, but I can't make mods. So I guess you can only make mods when you're live through YouTube, I guess. Alice says, good morning, good morning, good morning. Alice, are you headed to work or are you at work? Whichever one it is, or maybe you're off today. Whichever one it is, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Have yourself a good day on purpose. Make sure you have a good day. Rimrock, oh, Susan says, Rimrock, you do every day. Yep, Rimrock, that's all we can do. We can throw those words out there to the masses, and hopefully many will hear it and receive it. But as long as one does, we've done our jobs. And even if we feel like no one has, believe me, you can put a word out today, and that one person that it reaches, it may not reach them until next week. But guess what? It reached them. Alice says she's doing good. Speaking of Rimrock. Oh, you're off, Alice? Good, good, good. You got any plans? Rimrock says, thank you, Susan. I'm trying. Yes, y'all. I just, you have to think about that. Sometimes the person that the word needs to reach is yourself. Sometimes you need to hear your own word. Enjoy, Alice. Enjoy your day off. Relax. Find something that you enjoy doing. Do it today, whatever it is. Treat yourself. BT, you also are making lions out of us. Yeah, you got to teach people to roar. Hey, Jill. Jill says, good morning, BT in chat. I'm commuting, but listening. I appreciate you, Jill. You know I appreciate you, sis. I always appreciate you. In fact, I shared one of your I shared your shortbread video, that picture, not your video. It was on your community wall. That homemade strawberry shortcake. I shared that. That cake looks so good. Alice says she has no plans. That's okay. That's good. Just chill, relax, and do you. Chill, relax, and do you. Sometimes the best plan is just to sit back and relax. Sit back and relax. Rimrock says, but you can lead a horse to water, but that don't mean they will drink it. For real, for real. That's right. That's why I don't even think of it as trying to lead people anymore. I just think of it as putting the word out there. And as long as it's a positive word, someone who needs to hear it will hear it. You don't even have to, because like people are grown, and even if it's not even those who aren't grown, people they do what they want to do, and that's okay. We're each individuals, we're human, and a lot of times we gotta, we're gonna do what we want to do. We're gonna learn from what we do. We're gonna make some mistakes, and we learn from those mistakes. And sometimes we can see something that we think maybe they need to do it this way and do it that way. But as soon as we feel that way, somebody's probably thinking the same thing about us. Maybe he or she could do this way or do it that way. So Jill says, hey, Alice. So we kind of like you said, you can lead them to water, but I just think of it as putting the word out there and letting the word float in the atmosphere. So someone who needs to hear it, they will. If someone needs to hear it, they'll hear it. Like I said, it may not be when you say it. They may not receive it then, but a week later, a month later, a year later, they may remember something that you said, so that word was received. Rimrock says, Jill's comfort zone with food. Oh my God, I love you, Jill. Sis, blessings. I know. I know, Jill and that food. She makes it look so simple. Like I can cook, but sometimes I have to say, okay, let's cook. Like I gotta boost myself. I gotta get in the mood. Jill makes it look so simple. Jill makes cooking look relaxing. But you know what? For a lot of people, cooking is their relaxation. Yes, Alice. Yeah, all you can do is like put it out there, and somebody's gonna get it. If it's a positive word, somebody's gonna receive it. Because I can remember thinking back on things that people said, and I remember thinking at the time, I heard it. I heard it. And I'm thinking, well, it had to have stuck with me because weeks later, months later, sometimes years later, I thought back on it. I thought back on what they said. I thought back on what was going on when they said it. And it's a whole totally different situation. And now, I can think, this applies to what's going on now as well. They will get something from it. Right. Alice says, yes, she does. Yes, Jill makes cooking look like it's just like the easiest thing in the world to do. And y'all, we know everybody can't cook. Everybody can't cook. Grandma says, Jill and Finest Wine, y'all make it look so easy. What a gift. Right, Grandma. That's a gift. To make it look so easy like that, that's a gift. Because I can watch somebody else cook. Like Jill will have her seasonings like set up, like Finest Wine. They'll have them set up. They'll have whatever mix that needs to be mixed. And it's not like it's hard at all. But it's just when they start to explain, it's the tone in their voice. Sometimes it's not even really what they're doing. It's the way that they're explaining it. It's the tone in their voice. It's like that pleasure. You hear a pleasure in them, in their voices about what they're doing. Alice says it's her gift. Jill says, thanks, you guys. You're welcome, Jill. You're welcome. Good morning. Jill says, good morning, Susan. Sometimes it's not even what they're doing. What they're cooking. It's just the ease at which they have everything set. And it's like, that's why I never cook on a live, because y'all, I'm all over the place. And it's like, I honestly like it that way. Isn't that funny how it's like things are different for different people? Like when I'm cooking, I'm all over the place. I'm trying to do 3, 4, 5 different things at a time. And it works. I rarely burn anything like it. I rarely burn my food. But with Jill and Chef, it's like when you start listening to them talk about what they're doing, you're sitting there and you're watching it. And it's almost like it's just a relaxation period. Like whether it's a 10-minute video, it could even be a short. Like I was watching Chef's short this morning, a few of his shorts. So it can be a short. It can be a video. It can be a 10-minute video. It can be a 30-minute video. It's just when she's talking, when he's talking and explaining it, it's like they seem so into what they're doing and they seem so pleased by what they're doing. It's just like it just comes easy. So, a lot of times, I get a kick out of what they're preparing and what they're cooking, but sometimes it's just listening to them talk about it. Remember I says you hear loving to, loving. Yeah, you hear a loving. There's a loving tone in their voices. Alice, sometimes I'm like I don't even like with Jill, when she does the Cornish hens. Y'all, I have to go back and watch the video again because I'm watching it and I see what she's doing and I see what seasoning she's using and thinking, okay, I'll try this, or I don't think I like that one, but I think I'll do that one. I haven't had that one before. This is what I'm thinking. But it's relaxing. It's like it's relaxing. So when I go back, that's when I kind of figure out what I'll use, what I wouldn't use, or if I do it exactly. When I go back the second time and watch it, that's when I figure out how I'm going to cook whatever they've just shown us to cook. But the first time, I'm just kind of listening and chilling. Love to cook in their voice, or loving to cook in their voice. Right. Yeah, no, Alice, I'm not. I was off yesterday. I'm not off today. So I'll be leaving in about 30 minutes. Alice says, right, I want to try the Cornish hens. Yes, me too. I want to. And actually, I've bought them, Alice, and I just still haven't. Because when I saw them, I think it was maybe a couple of months ago. I think Jill has more than one Cornish hen video. Is she still, whenever you can answer Jill, or you can leave it in the comments, but I think she has more than one. But them things look pretty. When Jill get through, oh my gosh, they look so pretty. And the first time, I'm just kind of just listening and watching their movements, watching their hands, just watching them prepare and fix the meal. And then the second time I'll go back and watch and listen for what they use, how much they use, and all this stuff. Jill says, I can tell you that cooking relaxes me. Recording makes it a little challenging. Okay. Well, I can understand that too. I can understand why recording makes it challenging, because it would definitely make it challenging for me, because I know what I'm doing. Y'all know it's kind of like when you know what you're doing and somebody else is looking at you like, what are you doing? But it works for you. Like it's your groove and it works for you. But with Jill, it's like she's so organized with it. She says it's challenging, and I can believe that too. But you're good at it though. You're good with it, Jill. I say you and Chef, you guys are good with that. Alice says, I got them. Hey, Doreen. Bible study with Doreen. Good morning. How are you this morning? Rimrock says, I am Alice. I just want to tell you that you are great, sis. She is. And I'll be glad when Alice starts doing more videos. Y'all, I love to watch Alice do a seafood boil. I love it. Alice be eating that seafood like it's so good. She eats it like it's so good. Jill says, yes, I have a few videos on Cornish hens. I thought so, because I know I've watched at least 2, but I've watched them like 3 or 4 times each. Because like I said, I'm listening to you and just watching you the first time. And then I kind of pay more attention about what you're doing and what you're using, how much and all this when I watch it the second time. You too, Susan. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Enjoy your day at work. Y'all, everybody in here, please go and support each and every person that is in this live right now. If you have not subscribed to them, please do. Everybody in here has something that you can enjoy. They're teaching, good conversation, great cooking, mukbangs, all this stuff. And Bible study with Doreen is growing, y'all. Please, if you have not subscribed to her, go check her out. You can hear the word from her. She uploads videos often, talking and discussing the Bible. So go and check her out, y'all. She's trying to grow. If you can, share her out. I think mostly everybody has a community tab now. I think the only people who don't have community tabs right now is like if you're not really active on your channel. And even those people may have them. Alice says, thanks, Rimrock TV. You are too. Rimrock says, be great and be safe, Susan. Jill says, I like to switch up a lot when I'm cooking, but when I'm recording, I try to stick to the plan so I don't confuse anyone. See, that's me, Jill. Like I could not, I would be all over the place. Jill says, good morning, Doreen. Hey, B Sugar, good morning, sis. B Sugar says, good morning, sis, and everyone in the chat. How are you, B Sugar? Glad to have you in the chat. You know I am, sis. Everybody's glad to have you. Everybody, we in here just talking about what each of us do. Like how great a cook Jill is and how great a cook Chef is. Y'all, Chef Finest Wine, Jill's Comfort Zone. Go check them out. Anybody who comes across this video. And before I forget, because I haven't said it yet, because I'm always so into my conversation, please give me a thumbs up. Share the video out if you can, if you don't mind, if that's what you choose to do. If you don't, I still appreciate you, because you came through, you stopped a minute, you left a comment. You may not have done anything, but just stopped a minute. So I appreciate any and all support. Please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so that you'll know every time I go live or upload a video. It's free, it's easy. Support is free and easy. We ain't trying to be fussing and fighting over here either. It's drama free. We're trying to keep it drama free. Jill says, have a great day, Susan. Good morning, B Sugar. Good morning, B Sugar, from Jill and from Alice. B Sugar says, I'm good, waiting on my granddaughter to get here. How are you? Doing good, sis. We're doing good. Just came on before I get ready to head out for work. And trying to get this live done. Rimrock says, B Sugar time, sis. Long time, sis. I just want to tell you how great you are. Appreciate those words of encouragement, those kind words, Rimrock. I think all of us on here, we're always trying to encourage and uplift each other. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate you. You know I appreciate you, sis. And Alice, give us another seafood boil. Give us another one. B Sugar says, hey, sis, good morning, and Jill. Right, Alice, just drama free. Just trying to be easy breezy and keep it moving and easy. BT, keep going. Yeah, I'm trying to, Alice, just trying to grow, 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 trying to, trying to grow, and in the process, trying to, encourage other people and ask people to help us all grow, to help them grow as well. Because no matter how many subscribers you have, there's never too many. There's never too many. So encourage each other to grow by liking, comment, sharing, definitely subscribing, hitting the notification bells. If you don't want to get a whole bunch of notifications, you don't have to get all notifications. Just get the personal notifications. All of it counts, all of it matters, all of it helps. Alice says, yes, I'm getting ready to come back on my channel. That's good, Alice. We can't wait to see you. We can't wait to see you. You already know my favorite one is seafood boil. I don't even know. Because it's kind of like when we're watching Jill and Chef Finest Wine cook. It's like you just have a conversation and you just eat and you enjoy your food. I wouldn't have thought when I was younger that it would be like so relaxing, or even if it's not relaxing, sometimes it's just enjoyable. It's enjoyable to see people that you interact with, that you can watch it. We can watch each other on TV now. Most of us are definitely watching on the phones. So it's just enjoyable to watch and see people on a device, on video, who you interact with, you support, you communicate, all that stuff. B Sugar says, good morning, Rock. Thank you, bro. I've been out here grinding. Yes, Jill. I mean, not Jill, but B Sugar. Yes. Don't forget anyone trying to make my hours and help someone get their hours as well. Right. Run a playlist every day. Right. Exactly. That's what we have to do. We have to run these playlists, and help someone each day. Like, get you a schedule. Monday through two. I try to do 2 people so that you can try to help more people. I was with a group where we was doing, and it worked really well. Y'all probably know Georgia Girl. I Am Every Woman. She came up with the idea that each day we would run a person, and then we started to run 2 people, and that was really, really, really helpful. That was really helpful. So I probably would alternate. One week, just do one person all day to try to help them out as much as possible, but just change the day, like B Sugar Monday, Renrock Tuesday, Alice Wednesday, Jill Thursday, Chef Friday, Doreen Saturday, like that. And then the next week, run 2 people. And just put them on whatever device I'm not using, even if I'm at work, and just let them run. Let someone run while I'm at work all day. When I come home from work, switch it up to the other person and let them run through the evening into the night. So honestly, if you did it like a shift, like a 3-shift rotation, you could help 3 people at least just watch them 8 hours. Let each one of them run 8 hours. And if you don't know too many people who need help, then get you 2 people and run them 12 hours. Alice says, that's what I did to get my hours. Right. Yep, Alice, that's what you have to do. You have to grind. You have to work. I turned all the TV on in my house. Yes. Yep, you have to work. Yep. That's what I started doing, Alice. Just turn them on. And then sometimes I'll have my own stuff on one. Like the other morning I had B Sugar. I left B Sugar running while I went to work on my iPad, and I left my other phone home, and I left myself just running, and I made sure my phone was charged. So you got to do what you got to do. B Sugar says, Facts BT, I'm running a few at a time, plus mine from my granddaughter's sale. If anyone needs me, let me know. See what I'm talking about? Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork. Helping each other out, not being selfish. That's what we have to do if we want to make sure, that because we all have a goal. Now, I don't really hear a lot of people saying they want 100,000 subscribers, though I'm sure most people do. But what I do hear people do want is that, the minimum. They want to get their hours, and they want to get their subscribers, their 1,000 subscribers, and get their watch hours enough to get monetized. That's a goal. And it's kind of like, help people out, help a sister out, help a brother out, help each other out. because I think that's everybody's goal. A lot of people would love to have 1 million subscribers. Like I said, even 50,000, 100,000. I think the main goal, the most important one, is to get that 1,000 subscribers and that 4,000 watch hours so that you become monetized. The Sugar says, good morning, sis. I am Alice. Did you run your own playlist? Okay, yeah, did you run your own playlist? So Alice, the Sugar wants to know if you ran your own playlist. Rimrock says, I just need watch hours now while helping others. Right. I think most of us in this chat just need watch hours. Thanks, Alice. Thanks. If you don't mind, run it, sis. Run it. Y'all got one playlist with 59 videos. So it's not people. Sometimes I think people think they really have to just watch it. Just let it run. Like, you don't have to watch it. Watch a little bit of it and let it run. Sometimes I turn it down. Like, I have other stuff going on. When the house gets full and there are a lot of devices, I just turn it down and let it run. So, Alice, I can help. Right, it's hard. We got to work together. Exactly, Alice. Yes. Jill says, true. Alice says, my family helped me too. Okay, that's good. Rock just living. Look at Rock. Rock just entered the building. Welcome. How you doing, Rock? How you doing? Rock says, hey, Lions Pride, and everyone in the chat getting ready for work. Listen, that's what we've been getting ready for work. Rock, just shooting the breeze, trying to encourage each other, trying to help each other out with these watch hours, with subscribers, trying to be encouraging and uplift each other. I think Doreen was in here earlier. I think she has like about 400 or so subscribers. Just trying to tell any and everybody who comes across this video, if you can, to try and help her out. Even when you need help yourself, you have to encourage and uplift other people and try to get other people to help those that you know. B Sugar says, I'll run you, Ren Rock. I'll also comment, but not on all your videos. It slows you down. You can tell if you're being ran. Okay, because Ren Rock says he has 2,510 public watch hours so far. Really? Ren Rock been grinding too. I would have thought he had I would have thought you were almost at 400. You're over halfway there, which is great. I'm trying to get to 4,000 too. I wish I did have 2,000. It's the public. It's when they say public. Oh my gosh, that's what gets you. That gets you. Jill says, good morning, Rock Hun. Alice says, I got you, BT. Thank you, Alice, so much. I appreciate that. B Sugar says, yes, BT's playlist is long. Let it run. Yeah, I figured. See, when we were doing that, when we were helping Georgia Girl, I mentioned earlier, it was like we were putting. Someone said something about doing 20 videos and that's enough. But my thing was, it's like I had so many lives. I couldn't believe it, but I had 59 lives. So I would think as long as you're watching, it didn't matter if it's number 20 or what. I mean, how many you had. You could just keep letting it run. Just let it go. But I don't know. I might be wrong. Renrock says, oh, thank you so much, B Sugar sis. Bless you. They let my videos run. Right, Alice. Rock, I hope you have a great day at work. I know, Rock, you hitting Chick-fil-A this morning? Jill says, I just got to work. Once I'm done with the playlist I'm running, I will put you guys back on. We appreciate you, Jill, so much. We appreciate you. Thank you. Jill says, have a great day, everyone. You too, Jill. Have a great and blessed day. Ren Rock says, hey, Rock, just living. Rock speaking to B Sugar and Jill and everybody. B Sugar says, hey, Rock sis, I know for sure mine is being ran. I see the difference. Right, me too. B Sugar, you can see the difference. Rock says, hey, Ren Rock. That was a tongue twister. Rock says, hey, Ren Rock. Alice says, hey, Rock, just living. Everybody speaking. Rock says, hey, Alice. You too, Jill. B Sugar says, you too. Yes, Rock. Are you going to Chick-fil-A this morning and get that iced coffee? Rock says, definitely. B Sugar says, I didn't mind running BTs. Hers was easy. Thank you, B Sugar. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you. And you're in some of mine, B Sugar. I think you're in quite a few of my lives on the panel. I know that's right, Rock. Definitely. Have to make that. Rock says, got to get my coffee. Yes, 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 yes. Rock, do you always do Chick-fil-A? Do you ever try Dunkin's? Do you ever try their Dunkin's has flavored tea that I like. I don't know, I haven't been in months, so I don't know if they still have it. But they had this blueberry sweet tea, raspberry sweet tea, and peach. I think it's blueberry, raspberry, and peach. And it's so hit and miss. It just depends on who's working and who makes your tea. But when it's done right, oh my goodness, it's just like when you had that iced coffee and that vanilla hit right, Rock. That's how the iced coffee is too. It's got to hit. It's got to be the right person has to make. Person makes it. Oh my goodness. Okay, Ross says never is not on her route. Okay, I like Dunkin's. They have good. You do too, Alice. You like Dunkin's too? They do. They have what was it they had this summer? Those refreshers or something like that. It was similar to Starbucks, but some of theirs was better than the Starbucks. What Starbucks had. Some of their refreshers, they were better than Starbucks, and Starbucks has some good refreshers. Rock says I have to try on the weekend. Yeah, try them, Rock. Try them. I hope you get something good. You know, the thing about when you suggest a coffee or tea to somebody from a restaurant, it's like you can suggest it to them and they may not get what you're talking about because it depends on who makes it. And have y'all noticed that when these new drinks come out, it's like they make them good almost every time? At first, when you go the first couple of times, like when they come out with a new coffee or a new tea, the first couple of times you get it, it's like it's made to perfection. And then you run into that one time where the tea tastes so awful or the coffee is so awful. It's like what my grandparents used to say, it tastes like wheat leather or something. Yes, they are. They are a little cheaper, Alice. And sometimes, and they're good about giving free drinks every so often too. They're good about giving free drinks, or they'll send out coupons. You know, they have their little program where you can, get your stars or something like that. I think Starbucks has stars. I can't remember. I think Dunkin's has points. I think that's what it is. Rock says, I'm trying to share you out. I updated the app yesterday and I can't do a lot of things anymore. Really? I love to see what's going on when I get to work and settle down. Oh, I have to see. I get love from that. Girl, I have to see what's going on when I get to work and settle down. I appreciate you, Rock. You know, I definitely appreciate you always for supporting. Always. And Rock, I wore your shirt the other day. And I was running late. I didn't take the picture. By the time I got back home, I forgot about taking the picture. And while I was out with some of my cousins, and we were out just like running around, doing different stuff. It was right before Thanksgiving. And I meant to take, like I wore it that, when I got it, I've worn it twice. I wore it that Sunday after I got it, and it just didn't even cross my mind. And then I wore it again right before Thanksgiving. And I still forgot to take the picture. In fact, I think I asked one of my old Dodo Bird cousins to take the picture. And she was trying to run it. It was like toward the end of the day. She was trying to run into Party City or somewhere. And so I let her run into Party City. And the next thing I know, I had forgot all about it. I had gotten home and got to put on my pajamas and everything. So the next time I wear it, I'm definitely going to have to take a picture in it. B Sugar says, Ren Rock, I don't see a playlist for you, bro. I see all separate videos. Let me check again. It's easier to have your videos in a playlist, though. It definitely is. It's definitely easier to have it in a playlist. Ren Rock says, gotta go, family. Getting ready for the morning show. Love is love. Okay, bro. See you over at your morning show. Oh, I shared it. It just looks different on my end. Okay. Now, I hate updates. Really? I wonder how it looks. Does it look like? Does like your YouTube look different to you? You know what? I hate updates too, Rock. I cannot stand updates because it takes me a minute to get used to what everything looks like. And then as soon as you get used to it and you start to, I don't even know if you really ever start to like it, but you get used to it. Some updates I like. But some updates, when they change the format or change how things look, it takes me a minute to get used to them. And then, like I said, there's a few of them I like off the bat, but it really takes a minute to get used to them. And then it makes it seem like you have to, maneuver around and figure out how to do stuff differently. And it's right there, but it's just the setup, the update. Oh, it's just the update. I could do without updates. As soon as you get used to one, there comes another one. And they don't even ask you if you want to update anymore. They just update it because they know people put it off. Ross says, yes, lots of new emojis. Okay, that might be good then. Ross says, I'll run playlist on my laptop when I get to work. I appreciate you so much, Rock. I definitely appreciate you. Everybody in this chat appreciates you. We appreciate each and everybody in here who's trying to help out. We really, really could use the help, and we really, really appreciate it. Ross says, lots of new emojis. I like to get new emojis. Now, what I don't like sometimes is when they kind of change your emoji up. Like if it's a favorite, if it's an emoji that's one of my favorites, I'll get mad if they change the hairstyle on it. Ross says he has a playlist. It says my favorites. Okay. B Sugar says, Rock, thank you for helping me, sis. I really appreciate what you did. Oh, it does have. See, Rock, if that's an emoji, it just shows a square. Oh my goodness. All I'm seeing is a square. That means I'm gonna have to do an update too. Y'all, they make me so mad. They used to let you just do the updates when you felt like it, because that way you could stick with what you like. But now, after so long, it may pop up and you can like put it off to later. But after, I guess, so many times that you don't do it, they just go ahead and do it. And sometimes they don't even ask you anything. You just get your phone and you have a brand new update. B Sugar says, okay, Renrock, bro, she'll check it out. Yep, you just have a new update. Good morning, Deborah. Deborah Mosley has entered the live. Welcome. Glad to have you, Deborah. I hope you gave me a thumbs up. If you didn't, I appreciate it before you leave. If you're not there and give me a thumbs up, we appreciate having you and your support. Thank you for commenting. Y'all, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a video or go live. And if you don't like a lot of notifications, guess what? You can still just get the personalized. You don't have to get them all. Get personalized. Subscribing is a major help. Rock says, oh, you're welcome, B Sugar. Rock says, welcome, Deborah. Yes, y'all, it's Thursday. So Thanksgiving was a week ago. Time flies, y'all. When we're kids, we're so eager to grow up. And you're only a kid for like what, 18 years? You're only a kid for like 18 years. And we well, maybe not everybody, because I don't really remember being in a hurry to get grown, to become an adult. I just used to feel like sometimes, I think it was school with me. I think it was the school that used to get me like, oh my goodness, when will we be through with school? So as far as like the rest of it, being with siblings, cousins, your first friends, just family and just the things that your parents did with you and stuff like that. I wasn't in a hurry for that stuff. I wasn't in a hurry to just be an adult. I was just in a hurry to just be done with school. Well, when you're done with school, what is it? You turn 18 and it's like, so yeah, that's how it was with me. I wasn't eager to just start being grown and doing this and that on my own. I was just wanting to be through with school. But you have a lot of people, they're so ready to grow up and then you become an adult. And guess what? It seems like time is going by so slow when you're a child. But once you become an adult, time flies. And bills don't help. Those routine monthly bills don't help. It seems like every time you turn around, it's a different month. If you hadn't paid attention to the calendar, you pay attention to that bill. Because I think adults, everybody has at least 3 bills. We all have at least 3 bills. Right, Alice? Right. It flies. And kids are talking about they want to be grown, or even if they're not really talking about it, you can look at them, you can tell they want to be grown. You better enjoy those youthful years, enjoy their childhood. I can see now, if you have a rough childhood, I can understand. If you have a rough childhood, I can truly understand, because I've known people who've had rough childhoods. And for those people, I can understand the desire to become an adult. But what I really wish is that their childhood would have been better. I really wish that their childhood had been better. I can understand them wanting to become an adult because with being an adult, there's a lot of responsibility. So if a child is eager to become an adult, because they've been having a hard childhood, I can understand that. I really can. But for those who just, they're not having no hard childhood, they got it good and they want to be grown. Enjoy your childhood. Enjoy your youth. Alice says, me too, BT. Couldn't wait to get out of school. Yes, that's what it was with me, Alice. It wasn't all about being grown and wanting to do what I want to do. It was about getting out of school. And now you want to go back. I know, right? Looking back on it, if there were some things I would change and do if I could go back to school. Not even just high school. I could go back to middle school, junior high, elementary school. If I can go back to being 20, 25, 30, I would do some things differently. I definitely would. Some things I wouldn't do. Some things I would do and do differently, but there are definitely some things I would not do. You learn better, you do better. Just sadly, sometimes when you want to do better, it's never too late to do better, but you just can't change some of the things you did in the past. So you have to just learn from them. Even if there's things that you're disappointed in yourself about, even if you did some things that, you disappointed yourself, you disappointed your parents, you disappointed other people. All you can do, you're disappointed maybe even your kids, because most of us had kids by the time we were 20 to 25 years old. So even though there's things that you can't change, you can do better. You can from now on, or from whatever point when you realize that you needed to do better, you can do better. Alice says, yes. B Sugar says, yeah, I definitely don't want to go back to my childhood. I grew up too fast. Right. And moved out too young. Yep. When you're kids, or when I say kids, I mean anything from the time that you can know what's going on. When you're a baby, you're a toddler, you don't know much about what's going on, but you do remember things that happened when you were a toddler. Some people can remember things that happened when they were babies. I consider a 1-year-old a baby. There are some things that some things you can remember vividly. Some things you may not be able to remember vividly, but you remember enough to know whether it was good or bad that you saw. So, like I said, I can understand someone who had a bad childhood that wanted to become an adult. But what I really hope had happened was that their childhood turned around and became better. Things started to happen better and they could still experience it while being a child. You had a childhood up until you were 9, 10. Oh my gosh, you had it bad because you were a baby. And by the time you're 15, 16, it's still not too good. My wish for those people is that their childhood had turned around for them at some point before becoming an adult. Because now that we're adults, doesn't mean that everything's bad. Anybody listening to this, don't get me wrong. We just have responsibilities. And we have to be more aware of the things that we do as far as how they affect us and how they affect other people. Alice says, yes, I would do things I didn't know. I know now. Yes, I definitely would be doing it right. Definitely would be doing it like social media. Rock says, me too, B Sugar. If I did it all again, knowing what I know now, I would have done so much differently. Right. So much different. So, a lot of people, we were in a hurry to become adults. You just don't know. Childhood is 18 and under. And you hope and pray to live long life. So childhood is 18 years. Enjoy it. I look back and I think I see like little 14, 15-year-old girls, even little 11 and 12-year-old girls. And I'm looking like, we know we're not perfect. We did our stuff too, y'all. We did stuff too. But nowadays, and we had parents who would, put the hammer down. Most of us, a lot of us. But these girls nowadays got parents who talking about, do that. The little girl popping it, like 11 to 12 years old. 15 and 16. At 15 and 16, I ain't gonna lie, who signs we sneaked into clubs. But And what we call that dirty dancing or nasty dancing then ain't got nothing on what they call it now. They be darn near butt naked out there, dirty nasty dancing. You be darn near bumping skin to skin out there. They ain't talking about no arms and legs. I'm talking about they be damn near bumping skin to skin. And then you might see a parent that be like, what they talking about it for? So I'm like, oh my God. So, prayerfully most people have it good as children, but some did it. I know that's a sad, cold hard fact. And what my wish is that at some point before turning 18, before becoming an adult, the things that change for them. But sometimes things are just like they are, and so becoming an adult could be the best thing to them. It could have been the best thing, bills and all, relationships and all. Rock says, I had a pretty good childhood, but my young adult life was kind of crazy. You live and you learn. Exactly, Rock. See, it changes. Yeah. You know what? That's absolutely right, Rock, especially for young women. Like sometimes your childhood is pretty good. But then when you start to get into you become 18, you become an adult, a young adult, more relationship, you get into relationships, you get into more friendships, maybe different types of friendships, certain friends are different ways. You kind of leave some of your high school friends, not intentionally. It's just kind of like you get new friends because you start working. You maybe go to college. So you get new friends and you have your old friends. So different dynamics, then relationships. So sometimes the childhood can be good. Like I said, not to say everybody's had a bad childhood because they haven't. Hopefully that's the minority. But for those who did, I can understand them wanting to be adults. But you can have a good childhood and girl, 18, 19, you're already in little relationships when you're 16, 17 anyway. But them relationships get a little bit heavier when you're on your own and you can go how you want to go. You don't have to ask mom and dad for permission. Child, them young adult years can be something else. Ron says, definitely take your time, enjoy life. Right. I see my kids doing things I wish I would have done at their ages. I know. Me too, Rock. Me too. I see some kids doing things now that I wish I had done with my kids when they were kids. And I wish I had done as a kid. So when I say that, sometimes people have, I don't like to leave those people out. I don't want them to be forgotten that sometimes people have it rough. And even if it takes them to be 19 or 20 years old, whatever age it is, I pray that things turn around for them, that, or for us, because it's us. We're humans. Some of us, we've had some rough times. And admit it or not, some of us have imposed rough times on other people. So all you can do is try to do better. Grow, learn, and do better. If you've been that person that was a hell raiser or that gave people a hard time, try to do better. If you on the receiving end of the hell raising and always having a hard time, try to take that and do better in your current and future relationships, and even in your past relationships, because sometimes things can be settled or things can be put in a place where they don't bother you as much, especially when it's family, because family is family. Sugar says, Rock, you are right. I was forced to be grown at an early age. My childhood was stolen from me. I was a young mother trying to find her way, but God kept me. Rock, my son is 39. That's how long. But God, be Sugar, by the grace of God. That's how long I've been on my own. Hey, Love to Travel with Wave. Good morning, host and chat. Good morning to you, Love to Travel with Wave. I saw you went live. I don't know if you went live, but I saw you put up a video. I'm going to check you out when I get off this live. Rock says, yes, be Sugar. So true for me as well. Deborah says, hey, Love to Travel with Wave. Deborah, I'm glad you're still in here. I was wondering if you were still here. Love to Travel with Wave says, hey, Deborah. Yeah, y'all. Sometimes, we're all human. A lot of times people don't own their own stuff. They don't own their own crap. Nobody's perfect. Just like I was saying, people may have done things to you. I'm sure that there are people you've done things to, or people or things we've done that we're not proud of. And you have to try to make peace with that. Hopefully, if you did something to somebody, make peace with them, or at least apologize. Seems like apologizing is one of the hardest things for people to do. It's easy to just, I won't say it's easy because it depends on what you did or what happened, but I feel like it's easier to go ahead and apologize and finally get some type of release. Whether you were in the wrong, they were in the wrong, whoever was in the wrong, apologize and get some kind of release. But in that apology, mean it. You gotta mean it. Sugar says, Rob, this is why we're the strong women we are today. Exactly. And that's why I say some kids, like when kids, I always emphasize on kids because I work with kids. And I've seen, I saw one child, I don't know what it was. I think maybe because they had, they were a little bit, they had something going on. I'll say that, they weren't as sharp as maybe the other children in the family. I saw that child go through things where the parents was abusive and they would let the other kids abuse the kid. So, that's why I say now some situations I can understand kids want to be adults, want to go ahead and grow up, and this child had an issue. So all he probably felt was pain. And I'm sure, people have mental issues, who have mental issues. They are emotional as well. They're definitely emotional. So, but I don't know if they were just upset because he had an issue, but they would bully him. They would let the other kids do things to him and bully him. So some kids have it rough. So that's why I'm always saying, y'all always hear me say, smile at a little kid. If they're cutting up, if they're being good, even if they're being as quiet as a mouse, you know what? Some kids are scared. Some kids, you see some of these kids out here, they cut the buck. But you see some who they're scared to mumble a word. That's just how it is at home. And then you see some, thankfully, who have it good. You see some who have it good. Like Rock was saying, a lot of us had pretty good childhoods. But for those who didn't, I can understand them wanting to be an adult soon. I can understand them wanting to be able to be on their own and do things. But we have to pray for them a little bit harder, because just like we talked about all these things that we went through as young adults, think about it. They've been through a hard childhood, and then now they've got to have these new adult encounters. And a lot of times your young adult life can be something else. So some people just have it rough, but you know what? They learn, they grow, and a lot of them are testimonies. A lot of them are giving testimonies. A lot of people our age, in their late 30s, 40s, and 50s, we give testimonies because we've been through a lot, whether it be in childhood or early adulthood or just adulthood. And some people have been through a lot in general, and they've come to a place, they found a place, and they found people to surround themselves with. And maybe some not so much. Maybe they're kind of loners, but they look back on what happened to them and it made them stronger. That's why I love to put up a lot of different quotes about that. Try to let whatever it is make you stronger. Will you be weak sometimes? Yes. Will you remember and cry about it? Will you mope about it? Yes. But try to go on and allow it to make you stronger, because all of it plays into who you are now. Rock says, I definitely don't definitely don't look like what I've been through. Right. Y'all done brought tears to my eyes this morning. Hey, Rock, it's like that's what we got to do. We got to encourage each other. Sometimes you got to look back on some of that hard stuff and be like, but that ain't there now. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like, that's done. Not no more. We got to get ghetto and country with it. Not no more. Thank you, Lord, for seeing me through. I'm so grateful. I know that's right, Rock. Thank you, Lord, for seeing us through. Thank you, Lord, for seeing us through. Like I said, we're human. We've been on the receiving end, and admit it or not to say anybody's a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person to have done a bad thing. I'm sure a lot of us have done something we're not proud of, and we've been on the end to dish it out. You know what I'm saying? We've been on the end that dished it out. So we have to get to a place where, like I was saying, I think on one of my posts, scars, sometimes you can actually see the scar. Don't let that scar make you feel ugly. Let that scar make you feel beautiful, imperfectly perfect, imperfectly you. Love to travel with ways, says thanks. It's imperfectly you. And whether you caused that scar, whether somebody caused that scar, if there was somebody who should have been important in your life, hopefully you guys are in a better place now, because the scars aren't just the ones we can see. They're mental, they're emotional, and they're physical. And of course, if you look in the mirror or you look on wherever you look and you see that scar, it reminds you of that time. But pray to turn that reminder into a reminder of it happened, that was then, but God now. Let that scar be a reminder that it won't happen again. You're not going that way again, and ain't nobody coming that way at you again. B Sugar says, Rock, I was standing in my kitchen the other morning and sis, it hit me again how God kept me. So thankful and grateful, sis. Yes, you got to give him praise, B Sugar. Sometimes it hits you right when you least expect it. You can be walking through the mall, walking in Walmart, in the grocery store. You could be in your house cooking. You could be in the yard doing your flower garden. You can be doing whatever, and it'll hit you. Thanks, Wave. Thanks. Yes, just trying to uplift people and just let them know. Like, I see scars. Like I said, a lot of times the physical scars do get to you. I ain't gonna lie, because if you go through physical abuse, like I said, the mental and the emotional can be just as bad. But think about it, you get a scar or something happen. It's just like we get scars a lot. You fail, you did whatever, or it could be someone hurt you. If that person was someone that you loved, I pray to God that you guys have found resolution. But sometimes we can inflict scars. So look at that scar where it may have made you feel ugly, or why did this have to happen? Look at it as a testimony to who you are now. That happened to me. I'm not perfect. We're all imperfectly perfect. We're imperfectly perfect. So we're not perfect. And will we wish that scar away? Heck yes. If you could get a plastic surgeon to remove that scar physically and mentally and emotionally, you would. But let that scar, look at it and say, you know what? This used to make me cry. It used to make me so mad. This made me feel ugly. Now look at it and smile and say, but God. Look at it and smile and say, but God. I'm here now. I'm better now. This is a part of what made me better. Do I like it? No. Is it attractive to me? Not so much. But I find strength in it. I find strength in the fact that I'm better. And this is one of those rough things I went through to make me who I am now. Thanks, Wade. B Sugar sending them hearts to Rock. Sugar Daddy, what's up, bro? Good morning from the time clock, everyone. Good morning from the time clock. B Sugar says, facts, VT. Yes, that's all we hear. But we got to preach to each other sometimes. I love preaching to each other because you know what? Like I was telling Rock earlier, just because you saying, and sometimes people take it the wrong way. Like, he or she wants to be positive all the time. Sometimes you have to listen to your own words. When I was saying earlier, you can't, Rock said you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. I said, true. I don't even think about it that way anymore. I think about it as you put the words in the atmosphere, you put them in the environment, and someone will catch it. Even if they don't catch it when you say it, immediately when you say it. You know, somebody may be listening. Somebody may come through here and catch a little bit of this. And it may be like a deja vu moment, like later on. You can hear something being said. You can't quite picture where you were when you heard it or said it, or you can kind of picture it, but don't remember who said it or exactly all the details. Sometimes you just put the word out there and somebody may not get it today. It's still each one teach one. You put it out to the masses, and if one person gets it and receives it, your job is done. Sometimes that one person has to be you. If you put the word out there and somebody thinks about it next week, next month, something that BT said, something that B Sugar said, something that Rock said, Jill, Rock, whoever said it, that means it touched somebody. It touched somebody in a positive way. It touched somebody, and hopefully in a way to make them move, you know? So, and sometimes, y'all, it's us. Sometimes we have to say things out loud or say things to other people. And then when we going through it ourselves, because when we putting out this stuff and we trying to be positive, it does not mean at all by any means necessary that's saying our lives are perfect or that we ain't catching it. But it's sometimes we kind of encouraging each other and we're encouraging ourselves. And if nothing's going on with you right then, when something does go on with you, sometimes you catch your own word. Sometimes you have to think back to something that you said. So when you put out positive words and positive vibes, it's going to hit somebody. And even if it doesn't, I bet you 9 times out of 10, it'll hit you. Your own words will hit you. And sometimes that's all you need. That's all it takes. Wave says, later, everyone, thanks for the great message. Work calls. Have a great day at work, Wave. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. Y'all check out Love to Travel with Wave. She's another great content creator. Everybody support everybody. Like I always say, even if their content isn't what you really like or what you're really into, why not support them if it's positive? We're all trying to grow. I don't care if you have 20 subscribers, 1,500 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, 5,000. We're all trying to grow. And it's just like Rock is growing. Jill is growing. B Sugar, we're all growing. Everybody has a different pace. But as long as we're helping each other grow, that's what it's all about. And I appreciate everybody who supports me. I appreciate everybody who comes into my lives. I appreciate people when they come and they catch some of the replay, a little bit, all of it, some of it, half of it, whatever they catch. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody who gives me a like, gives me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed and you catch this video, please tap that notification bell. You don't even have to tap all notifications. Just tap something. Give me some support. Give me a subscription. And come over here and get some support, because that's what we're about over here, trying to uplift and support each other. And like I said earlier, don't never one time, ever one time think that we got it all just right, just. Rock says, hey, Sugar Daddy, that we got it all just right, just, or we got it all made, or that we're trying to imply that or say that people coming out of storms, in storms, or about to go into storms. So what you do is you put on your armor, you put on your rain gear, and you pray. If you're coming out, you take it off and be grateful to God for coming out. If you're in it, you keep it on, buckle up. When God brings you out, be grateful and thankful for God for that. B Sugar says, yes, we are growing at our own pace. Right, like you just said, BT. It is. It's like, it's not a race. It's like we're just trying to help each other. And it's so funny to me, B Sugar, because I see some people, like I'm in chats and stuff, because I try to go like in a lot of different places now, because I started to see that sometimes you have to move around. Like you can't just stay. It's some people I'm gonna always Rock, Lucinda, B Sugar, I'm gonna always Chef, Jill, I'm gonna always pop up and pop around and be and wait. And if you don't see me come in or say something or share something for days, it's probably because I'm working, especially this time of year. You know, you're trying to get that moolah. But it's some people I'm always gonna, pop up and check them out and see what they got going on, because it's just entertaining like that. But it's just about the support too. You support those who support you. And even if someone doesn't support you, give them support. Maybe they'll start to support you. You never know. But I just learned quickly, sometimes you have to move around, because when you become stagnant, you're stagnant. So nobody wants to be stagnant. And so if you are stagnant, you know that you need to venture out a little bit more, and you know who you want to make sure that you always stay connected with and stay in touch with, and continue to watch their videos. It doesn't matter if you get 5 million subscribers. I'm going to always be right there looking at Rock, looking at her videos, looking at her vlogs, looking at her cooking, looking at her bonnets, looking at everything she does. B Sugar's cooking, her conversations, her panels, whatever they do. Hey, Spiky. Welcome, Spiky. How you doing this morning, Spiky? I hope you're doing good, Spiky. We're about to get out of here, Spiky. I hope you're good. I'm about to go check out. I think you uploaded 2 videos yesterday that I want to check out. You went live recently, and I couldn't type in the chat, but I was checking you out. But I'm going to go look at those 2 videos you uploaded. I think they may have been games. B Sugar says, that's how I feel. Just support. Rock has always been the same. Right. She always been the same. I will forever support. Rock does not switch up. Deborah says, hey, Spiky. Rock doesn't switch up. She allows you to have your opinion. You allow her to have her opinion. It's like when people allow you to have to me, it's automatic. If someone allows you to have your opinion, let them have their opinion. But I see so many people just get straight upset with each other and fall out over opinions. We really don't even know each other like that for real. We know each other now, and there are some people who I like to feel like I'm friends with them. Like you, I'm the type of person you really don't have friends, but I have people who I definitely support. And if they were in my life day to day and we could kick it like that, there are people on here that I would definitely be that way with. So it's like I'm gonna definitely always support them because they always support me. It's those are the type of people where if you did have a spat, we got to squash this. We got to squash this. I'm like, what's up? What did I say? What did I do? And keep it moving. But for the most part, it's an app. It's social media. So cherish those who cherish you. A lot of times it's going to be those you can count on one hand. Maybe you can hold them in 2 hands cupped together. But cherish those who cherish you. A lot of times we do, like I just said, it's just an app. It is just an app. But I have seen, it's not for me, but people have found their wives and their husbands on apps. So, people have become dear, dear friends by way of apps. So I never, never underestimate an app, but I won't let an app consume me. What's up, Badass? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Badass 93 Stain says, good morning, everyone. Hey, Miss Deb. Sugar says, Rock, where's her grown woman? Right, where's her grown woman hat? Very well. I respect that. She really does. She truly, truly does. And she doesn't let how others feel about things affect the way she feels about things. And see, that's me. Like, you can't come and tell me, or I can't see somebody else's vibe towards you or towards a subject or towards anything, and then that's my vibe. We're not in high school. We are not in high school. We're not in elementary school. Because I don't remember doing that often in high school. How you feel about someone is not how I feel about someone until we have our situation. And even then, it's not going to be how you feel about them. It's going to be how I feel about them, because 9 times out of 10, we're going to handle it differently than however you and I handled our situation. So Rock does with her grown woman crown well. She really, really does. And she's never picky, choosy, and all this kind of stuff one-sided. She's not. She's always encouraging, and she's always uplifting. Badass speaking to everybody. He says, hey, B Sugar. Hey, Spiky. Hey, Alice. B Sugar says, hey, Badass. Yes, B Sugar, she does. She's always encouraging, and she's always like, and Rock just kind of like, the vibe I get from Rock is like, my hands ain't on this crap. They'll fix it. That's it. That's all. Sometimes the fix is just separation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the fix is just separation. Hey, if a husband or wife can sometimes have to do it, people you don't know that you only know through an app. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Sometimes it's separation. It don't mean hateration. You know what, B Sugar? Separation does not mean hateration. It just means you go your separate ways. It's just like a relationship, just like all other relationships. When things don't click, you go your separate ways. Like, sometimes you have to divorce your friends. I'm talking about your real life true friends you grew up with, went to school with, or worked with. Sometimes you have to separate your own, you and your friends have to divorce. Have y'all ever had to divorce a friend? Deborah says, good morning, Badass. B Sugar says, yes, I've been around Rock for almost 2 years, or it could be 2, and she's always been Rock. Yes, she is. She's always been Rock. She's going to let you know how she feels, let you know how she thinks. If she agrees with you, she will. If she doesn't, she doesn't. And that's it. That's all. It's no hard feelings. To me, that's what I find about YouTube. The hardest thing is for people to disagree and to go on without it being a problem. Like, that's why we're individuals. That's the hardest. I find it to be the hardest thing for people to do on here is to disagree and to go on without having a problem. And then when I see that you kind of like a follower, I don't like that. If I see that, like, okay, they kind of fell out, or they don't groove with each other too much, and you don't groove with me, and it's over the same person that over an app like I do, I'm like, if it's your family, that's different, because a lot of us do have family on here. But if it's just like somebody on this YouTube that's a content creator, and you moving with somebody different because they moving with somebody different, get the hell out of here. This is not high school. This is not elementary school. You don't do that crap in college, and some people don't do it in high school nowadays. Like, you 40, 50 years old, and you scared to comment in somebody's chat because somebody might not like it. Girl, bye. Don't. Look, B Sugar, I'm like, if you scared, then don't. Because you notice the movement anyway. And it's the funniest thing to me. It tickles me so much when you see grown people move a certain kind of way because another grown woman moved a certain kind of way, or because another grown man moved a certain kind of way. I'm like, damn, you still a follower? You still like the bell still ring for you at 8 o'clock in the morning. You still be at school. Yeah. Yeah, it's too much going on in our personal lives. You have to make peace with the stuff, with the things going on in your personal lives, with the people who you actually do have in your personal lives, your family, your friends, your co-workers. And in YT, we're co-workers. So I mean, after a while, you know, everybody says it's just an app. To a degree, I feel that way, but about certain people on here, I don't feel that way. It's not just an app when it comes to Be Sugar. It's not just an app when it comes to rock. It's not just an app when it comes to Chef Finest Wine. It's not just an app when it comes to Sin City. It's not just an app when it comes to local. It's some people on here I truly, truly like. It's not just an app. So when I say that, I usually say it loosely because I know in my mind that a lot of times for certain people, it's not just an app. I'm Big Sugar. I promise you, it's like I can see you get along with somebody I don't deal with right now, and it does not bother me because that was between me and them that we don't deal with each other. You and them, y'all have a relationship. Me and you have a relationship. My relationship with them is ended, so we divorced. People get divorced all the time. Like it's, I bet if you had to count divorces, YouTube probably got the most divorces. If you want to look at life like that, sometimes you just gotta get a divorce. Sometimes you get a separation. You know, things work out and you get, you know, y'all come back together. But sometimes you just gotta get a divorce. I don't mean that to these people, they don't mean that to me. Like you gotta get a divorce. So, you know, like I said, I'm being silly, but it's like the app is just an app. But when it comes to certain people, it's so much more. That's how I look at it. Apps are just apps until it comes to certain people. Or until it comes to certain jobs. Sometimes people, you know, their jobs, this is a job for them. So it's not just an app. Hey, Cool Gamer, glad to have you. Glad you were able to come by. Glad you were able to come by. Yes, Be Sugar. It's like I don't know you. Why you okay? You haven't been communicating with me when you see me in the chat because so and so didn't communicate with me, and it's like they don't have to say it. You tell by the way they move. What we do, what we do, whether we want to admit it or not. I mean, that's just human nature. You observe people you dealt with, you see how they move. That's just human nature. So if you see them move funny, I'm like, okay, go on back over there and sit on that side of the class. Ain't got nothing against you, but go on back over there because y'all be waiting for the bell to ring. Like y'all be waiting for the bell to ring to be in class. So you can get over in the left corner of the room with your clique, and then they get over in the right corner of the room, they clique. And the person ain't did nothing to you. Y'all ain't had no falling out. They just so scared that somebody else gonna see them communicate with you. I'm like, it's too many mamas. Some people got a lot of mamas. It's like it's a lot of comparisons you can make it to. Like just be cool. Why you ain't got you can have a lot of acquaintances. That's the one thing I've always said. It ain't nothing wrong with having a lot of acquaintances. A lot of people you're acquainted with. Sometimes an acquaintance can be the one that dropped that word you need to hear. And it's it. It's just that they're an acquaintance. But they gave you something important that you took with you. Deborah says, hi, Cool Gamer. But I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Look, because y'all know I'm late. I was supposed to be gone like about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm late. But fortunately, this time of year, it's a little bit laid back where I'm working right now. So ain't nobody trying to tell on you. And the boss can see you coming in and she don't care. Because 9 times out of 10, if you beat her there, I mean, if she beat you there, guess what? She probably just got there. But y'all have a great. Oh, okay. Be sure you got a phone call. I'll hang around for like another 5 minutes. So I've been on here like an hour. This thing says an hour and 26 minutes. So I might as well just make it a full hour and a half. So hopefully you'll be back. But take your phone call, sis. I hope everything's okay. And in case I am gone when you get back, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your thoughtful, thankful Thursday. I hope each and every one of you have a great, thoughtful, thankful Thursday. Be thoughtful. Think about the things that you're thankful for. Thank someone if you need to. Thank somebody. You have a good day too, Spiky. I'm about to look at your videos. Spiky, you know I don't know what be going on, but I be watching those. I be watching the game, and it's who I watch. I watch you, and who else? I think it's James Money 615. I think he does. He has games. But I'm about to watch yours because I don't know what be going on, but they be interesting. So I gotta catch up on those gaming videos. I got like 2.5 more minutes. Hopefully be sure to be back. But if she's not back, y'all, I hope y'all have a great Thursday. Like I said, a great thoughtful and thankful Thursday. Think about what you have to be think about the things you have to be thankful for. Have good thoughts, positive thoughts. And if you get negative thoughts, as some of us will throughout the day, we will throughout the day, just, try to work your way through them. Think positively, not negatively. Y'all know peace, positivity, and prosperity. Those are my 3 P's. Spiker says, I haven't done the gaming. When the feeling in my left hand comes back, I'll start again. What's going on with your hand, Spike? I heard something. I heard you say something. I don't know. I don't think I heard it. Maybe you was doing a live or something. I heard something about your hand, but I wasn't sure what happened. I remember your leg. I remember your leg was bothering you. Is your leg okay? And what's going on with your hand? Did you have an accident with your hand? If you don't mind, if you don't want to say, that's cool, Spiky. But whatever it is, I pray that it comes back soon. I pray you a full speedy recovery. But let us know how you're doing. Whatever is going on with your hand, I hope it gets well soon. I lost feeling in my left hand and my legs to some point. Really? I hope it. I'm praying for a speedy recovery, Spiky. They don't know why, what happened. Whatever happened, I hope that you get your feeling back soon in both your hand and your legs. Left hand and my legs. So I hope that you get your feeling back soon in your legs and in your hand, and that they're as good as ever. Diabetes. Okay, Spike, I didn't know you were diabetic. I did not know that. I didn't know you were diabetic. Are you insulin dependent? Do you have to take insulin, or do you take pills? How are you controlling it, Spiky? Whichever way you control it, however they're treating it, stick with it, and hopefully, your feeling will start to come back in your hand, and your feeling will start to come back in your legs. That's what we're praying for. Everybody, we're praying that Spiky's diabetes is under control, and if it's not under control, that they get it under control, and that she gets her feeling back, her feeling in her left hand, and her legs back. I don't know why I thought maybe I assumed it was gaming. I'm gonna have to go and check it out, because I think you did put something up, and I meant to watch it. I think it was 2, and I was at work. Borderline diabetes, so it's not confirmed, and they are watching it. Borderline, so your numbers must be borderline, because when you said you didn't have any feeling, and then diabetes. Make sure, Spiky. Make sure they do. And make sure that you do. Make sure that you do. Make sure that you keep that you monitor it. I have to get a third opinion. So 2 different people are telling you something different, Spiky? If they have your numbers, If they have your blood sugar numbers, your doctor should be able to tell you if you're diabetic or not. One of the two should be able to tell you. Do you mean you have to get a third opinion on why you don't have any feeling? Because they should be able to tell you, your doctor should be able to tell you by your numbers if you're diabetic. Okay, B Sugar, I knew you were waiting on that grandbaby. Y'all have a good day. Love on her. Enjoy. We'll see you on the next live, B Sugar. Enjoy, grandbaby. Enjoy your Thankful, Thoughtful Thursday. And I'll catch you later on, sis. I'll probably see you through the street somewhere. We'll see each other. Or if not, I'll catch you on the next live if you can. And I'll definitely catch your live. So you have to get a third opinion to figure out why you've lost the feeling. Okay. Because I was about to say, your doctor should be able to look at your numbers and tell if you're diabetic or is your blood sugar, your finger sticks, or your blood sugar, is it consistently over 150? Okay, thank you, B Sugar. Love you, sis. See you on the next one. Whatever is going on, Spiky, do make sure that you do all you can to figure out what's going on and to get that straightened out as far as your diabetes and your numbers, getting that under control. Because sounds like you're not taking medicine or insulin. So get that under control. Like he says, well, I freaked out and the doctor I get scared. What? So thank you, B Sugar. I freaked out and the doctor I get scared. Did you panic, Spiky? Is that what you mean? Did you panic when they told you what your numbers were? Or did you freak out when you was noticing your symptoms with your legs and your hand? However it is, however it went, I hope you freaked out in the doctor's office. You started to panic. Well, I mean, even if you panicked or you freaked out, he still should be able to look at your numbers. He or she still should be able to look at your numbers and let you know. Do you know what your numbers are, Spiky? Do you know what your most recent number was when you checked your blood sugar? It was low? Okay. So I hope they told you what to do when it's low. I hope they told you what to do, just overall what to do. You need to know what to do when it's low, and you need to know what to do when it's high, if it's ever high. So hopefully they told you what to do when it's low. And I'm praying that when you get your third opinion, you guys can figure out what's going on with your other symptoms. I hadn't even left yet. Y'all know I'm late. But who I missed? I just seen Sonya here this morning. Sonya might be on the road or Sonya might be in the bed. Sonya said it was snowing up here. But I'll see you guys on the next live. And like I said, peace, positivity, prosperity. Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Yeah, I've been praying and thanks. Okay, that's good. That's good. And I will see you guys on my next live. Y'all have a great Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Bye, y'all.